Welcome to Where There's a Wills, There's a Play. Today I play Pioneer Rails. Pioneer Rails is a flip and write game where you will be expanding your railroad network across the Old West using poker cards that are multi-purpose, which I will show you in just a minute. The goal of the game is to score the most points, but you do this by connecting multiple features on the roll and write pad using your cards and also end game goals. So let's go down to the table and take a look at some of the components. The game is not quite set up yet. I just wanted to show off some of the components here. This is the Kickstarter version that I did back myself. We have our poker cards. You can see all four suits are a different color. And I just wanted to show off some of the artwork here. This is the player mat that I got with the Kickstarter version. It's really nice. It's going to be a little bit big. I will reset to actually play the game. But I wanted to show off some of this artwork here on these cards. So you can see the blue spades. Really nice. The tens have a nice train in the background. I love the design over the symbol. Got another really cool design on the ace of hearts. I got some glare from the light above me. It's too dark without it, though. Got some nice cards here. Some lovely artwork. Got some gold money sashes on that one. Clubs, the green cards. I'll explain a little bit more why these are different colors in just a minute. Just wanted to show off some of this beautiful artwork. Got someone on a Bronco there. Some gold mining equipment. These cards all have some gold mining. So each set of cards is themed. Then you've got your gold cards. You've got these ones that have the train on them. These usually have to do with some sort of route that you have to build or train yards. I believe they're called the train yards that you have to fulfill, or rail yards, train yards, rail yards. Okay. So these all have to do with route. Then you have your horseshoe gold cards, which some of these have to do with routes, number of ranches you have to have or block off, routes going in different spots, routes around mountains, some more routes. And then you have your sheriff badge ones. So you've got some gold nugget ones that you have to either get or put in the bank. You have, what is this one? This one is the, I know what it does, but my brain is the saloons. So the saloons allow you to double your score in part of your game, your banks, how many banks you made, and your forts. So let me reset here and we'll get a closer look at the gamepad. This play mat is going to be a little bit big for the playthrough. All right, we're back and we are reset here without the game mat. Just enough space here to play and show the pad. So on the pad, you're going to see your four suits. Those are your rail yards. Okay. No, those aren't your rail yards. Those are your stations. So each one of these is your railroad station. When you play your cards, you are going to choose a card not only for its value, but also for its suit. And you are building trains out from the corresponding rail yard. You get to draw 3 tracks every turn. On the bottom of the pad, you are keeping track of what your poker hand is. So that is what the suit is. And then you score points accordingly. So if I get only 1 pair, I get 1 star. 2 pairs, I get 2 stars. 3 of a kind, I get 3. Full house, I get 4. If I have a straight, I get 5. And if I have 4 of a kind, I get 6 stars. And then depending on how many, if you've circled or if you've been able to surround a saloon with the appropriate number of train tracks, you might get to multiply that by 2. Then you have gold nuggets that you can earn, and you can put them into banks, a maximum of 4 each time. So let me bring this up to the screen a little bit closer. Oops, sorry, bumped my arm. Okay, so we've got banks, and when I surround a bank, and I'll talk about that in a minute, I can take up to 4 gold nuggets and put them in the bank. And the first time you do it, you multiply by 2, then 3, then 4. Then we have our forts. When we surround a fort, we circle one of these. At the end of the game, we score the highest number that is circled. With our cattle ranches, you do the same thing, except for with cattle ranches, you need to completely block them off from all other, you need to completely separate them or block them off from all other cattle ranches. You can separate them using one or more tracks. So if I put tracks around them, it separates them. You can use the water. You can use the mountain ranges. You can use the edge of the map. So if I draw a line to the edge of the map, it blocks off a cattle. It could possibly block off a cattle ranch from another cattle ranch. So that's how the cattle ranches work. Then you have your rail yards. The rail yards score at the end of the game. So at the end of the game, you multiply the number of towns on your longest rail line or network. And I'll talk about networks in just a minute. And you multiply it by the multiplier here. And then towns, when I connect to a town, I get to circle another town. The towns give me extra benefits. So let's take a look at the map a little bit. And you can see that all of these items that I just talked about are out here, and they have numbers on them. That means in order to fulfill this fort, I need to surround it with 4 tracks. To get this rail yard, I need to surround it with 3, and then I just circle over on the right side of the map. When I connect to a town, I get to connect to it. Now, if you have, speaking of the rail yards, if you have more than one station that is connected to a rail yard, that makes a network. So when you score that rail yard at the end of the game, if you have more than one town or more than one station connected to it, it continues that network around. So you want to try and get at least one town connected to multiple stations. The other day I played one and I had 2 towns each connected to 2 different ones, and they were all connected. I was able to build a 7-town network because it went all the way around because of the way I was able to connect towns. Speaking of the towns, so the towns give you extra benefits and actually extra railroads. So on your turn, you can cross off one of the towns. This does 2 different things. First, it just gives you an extra rail line of the color that you are using. So if I'm coming off the red heart and I really want to get to this town and I'm really close, I could cross off a town and get to it. I'd circle another town. The other benefit it gives you is it gives you some special benefits that you can choose to use. One of them is to build a bridge. So in order to go across the river, you need to build a bridge using one of your towns. You need to basically do that rail line and build a bridge. The other thing is you can tunnel through the mountains. So you notice these mountains are 2 hexes that are connected. It takes a lot to get all the way around it. But if I'm here and I have a town, I could go right through the middle of it. The third benefit is a shortcut. So with a shortcut, you can go on any one of the empty hexes here that doesn't have anything in them. You can go from one corner straight across. So instead of needing 3 spaces or 3 rail lines to get all the way across, you could use it in 1 rail line. Very beneficial, allows you to get places really quick. The other thing it allows you to do is to draw a switch. And what that means is normally with your rail lines, you have to just connect it to the end of your previous rail line. You could have up to 6 coming off of each station, but you have to connect them. You can't branch off. You can use a town to branch off and connect it and do a switch. And the final benefit you could choose, which is the one I keep on forgetting to do when I've been playing this, is you can actually change the suit. So let's say I had a 10 that I really wanted to use and it was a heart, but I really needed a club. I can make it a club. And so I still get a 4th train track that time, but it will now be a green club. The way the game is set up, I have it set up in the, I believe it's called the beginner. No, the easy mode. So in beginner mode for solo play, you will have 3 gold cards that are face down, 1 from each one of the gold card decks. At the beginning of turns 2, 3, and 4, you flip one of them over. So you don't know what you're flipping over or what the goals are. So you got to kind of, hopefully you're setting yourself up nicely. In easy mode, you flip 1 extra card face up. So I do know one thing that I'm working towards, and I am working towards a fort. I'm glad that I know that right away because I need to surround 4 forts with 4 rail lines, which takes a little bit to do. So I am working towards that. There's also medium, hard, and legendary mode. In medium, you have 2 extra face up. Hard, you have 3. Legendary, you have 4. Why is this important? Because at the end of a solo game, so the first thing I'm going to do here before I talk about it is in solo game, you cross off the goals down here. In a multiplayer game, the first person to get each goal, and they are all face up, gets 10, and then second person gets 5. We don't use that in solo. Down here is your goal that you are going for. So in a solo game, the goal is to get 60 points. For every or your target score, not your goal. Target score, your goal. Your target score is 60. So I'm not going to write that in there. For every gold card that I do not fulfill, I have to add 10 points. So if I don't get one of these, my goal is now 70 points in order to win. So you can see why they call it legendary if you have 4 additional gold cards, because that would be 7 total goals that you would have to fulfill. Not impossible, but that would be tough. So in the solo game, you will flip over and discard the top card on the deck. This game goes pretty quick because you only have 5 turns per round and there's only 4 rounds. So it's not a lot of turns. You discard the top card. So I already know that it's not a jack. I get to look at it because it does give me some information as to what cards have been discarded. Then I'm going to flip over the next 2, another jack and a queen. Okay, they're both blue, so it doesn't really matter what I do. I do know that I've already discarded a jack, though. So I'm going to use the queen. And I'm going to go up here to the spades. And I'm going to take a look up here and see what I need. And I know I need a fort. The fort up here is quite a ways away. I know there's one a lot closer by the club. So I'm not going to worry about this fort with the spade. I am going to try and get work towards towns and stuff over here and getting these cattle ranches blocked off. So I am going to, we got a mountain range there, so that's helping. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Because I have 1 rail line around this gold nugget here, I get to cross out that gold nugget and circle it up top. And there's my round. So I know that there's 2 jacks and a queen that are gone. King and a 10. So where do I want to work? Well, I know down here, I'm going to use this 10. I'm going to use this 10 because I know down here that I can do 1 rail here, 1 rail here, and 1 rail here. And that gives me this cattle ranch down here. So I'm going to cross off this cattle ranch. It is blocked off from all other cattle ranches. It is separated by the edge of the map and this mountain range now. I can't go to anywhere to get another cattle ranch. There's a cattle ranch over here, but there's a mountain. There's cattle ranches up here, but I now have a rail line there. So this is blocked off. I also get this gold nugget. I want to get some early gold nuggets so that when I bank them, I can, I have 4 that I can bank. The other thing I really want to try and get, hopefully, is one of these casinos because that's some good points. So discard the top card and a king and an ace. Ooh, not good. The colors don't mean anything down here. I know I'm going for this. Ooh, okay, let's go for the ace. because I know I've discarded a king. That 10, burning that 10 is not good for me. Okay, so if I go down here, it doesn't give me anything new, but it does give me this town. But I'd like to try and get some more stuff before I worry about a town. So we're going to use the ace, and we're going to just 1, 2, 3. That gives me this gold nugget. See, pretty quick game. Burn a king, ace, and an ace. Okay, so now I just got to decide where I want to go. Well, I am liking the diamond because, so we're going to write this down here. I like to use colors when I do things. You don't have to, but I'm going to go up here and do 3 over here, which gives me this casino. So this will at least give me ×2 on whatever I score here. Now I'm hoping for an ace, a queen, or a 10 on my next turn. Ooh, burning a queen is not good. Jack and queen. Yes. Okay. So at least I'm going to get 2 pair. The first 2 times I played this game, I actually, for some reason, I kept going, oh, I'm going to get a straight. I'm going to go for the straight. I'm going to go for the straight. And then I always ended up with just 1 pair. And then I realized I probably shouldn't go for the straight unless what I really need here. So I'm using the red queen. So we have 3 more tracks. So 1, 2, 3. I now got this town. So I get to circle another town. And you notice there is a town circled to start the game. This also separates this ranch, cattle ranch. So I now have another cattle ranch. So I'm working my cattle ranches really nicely. I'm really hoping a cattle ranch card is there. So that was 3. 1, 2, 3. So that was my turn. That's the end of the round. Now I could use, if I wanted, I could use these towns to build something, but I cannot extend off of this town here with the red. So this town here would have to be a blue. And since I did with red, I'm not going to use those towns yet. I'm going to count up my score. I got 2 pair. I got 2 queens and 2 aces. So that's 2 points times 2. That's 4. Seems to be pretty normal for what I get. And there's the round. So we're going to take the cards. Give them a quick shuffle here. While I'm doing that, let's flip over. Well, we'll just flip over this gold card. All right, so that gold card says that I need to, let's see here in the book. That gold card is a railroad or a train. I need to connect 1 town to 2 different stations. So this gold card is basically forcing me to connect and make a longer rail line or network, which I love, because if I can get myself one of these rails here. Oh, shoot. I should have branched here. I could have gotten this rail line. But when I can get one of these rail lines here, I can, or rail yards, it'll allow me to multiply. And if I can connect, this one's pretty close to connecting, so I'll probably work down towards this and then try and get some more towns on that. So we'll just give these cards a little shuffle here. I'll split it into a couple. Give it 2 more quick shuffles. And then do that, take that, and that. And we are set up for the next round. So burn the top card. Green. I've got a queen of hearts and a queen of diamonds. Oh, I hate when I get a pair, because that means I'm using 1, and that means that's 1 less of those that is available for me next round. So what do I want to do? So I want to go red or orange here. And I think we are going to, go with the orange one right now. So I'm going to go with the diamond. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. That separates. Oh, no, it doesn't. It does not separate that yet. Oh, I should have brought that down. I should have brought that one down. I don't want to waste it. Oh, I should have brought that one down. Because it does not separate it yet. Oh, well. Oh, well. Okay. Next, burn in ace of diamonds. Queen and king. Well, I'm going to take the queen. I want to start working this club over here. And let's see. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Get that gold nugget. Hopefully I can get a bank soon and I can bank those. Okay, burn an ace. Jack and a jack. Oh, these pairs are killing me in this round. Well, I know I want to get down here, so we're going to take the jack of spades. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3. I want to get down to this town because I can connect those together. It fulfills this goal. And I got 2 on this, so it gives me my multiplier of 2 on this saloon for this round. Oop, the jack gets burned. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Oh, the jack getting burned after having 2 jacks is not ideal for me. Let's take the ace of spades. We'll get this town connected. 1, 2. I have to build a bridge. So, okay. So I have to build a bridge. So I'm going to use a town here to build a bridge. So I built that bridge, but I did connect. I only get the town the first time I connect. So I do not get another town there. I only get the town. Let me double check. I believe you only get the town the first time a town has been reached. I circle it. Okay, so I don't get to circle the town again because it has already been used. I'm going to put an X through it so that I remember. Okay, but I did connect it. I do get one more turn here, though. So I did do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I actually only used 1 because I used my town. So I got 2 more turns here. So we are going to... We're going to do this. We're going to do this one right here because it gives me this ranch. This ranch is now separated. And then we are going to start working up towards. So I had 1, 2. This was my bonus move. And then, let's see. I've got it. Oh, if I go right here, 3, this cattle ranch is now separated because of the mountains and the rail line. So I got, okay, I'm doing good on my cattle ranches. I don't think I'm doing so good on my poker hand, though. Burn a jack. Oh, boy. 10 and a 10. Yep, that's not a good poker hand. Okay, we're gonna take the orange. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to get this town. Gives me another town I can use. I got 2 on this saloon, so I can work ahead. You cannot go backwards. So once you've passed around, you can't go backward, but you can get a saloon early. I believe it is now also separated this cattle ranch right here from all other cattle ranches. So that's looking pretty good right now. It's looking pretty good. My hand was not very good. All I got was a pair times 2, so that's only 2 points. Those jacks that came out. Oh, and end of the round. I always check to see if I fulfilled any goals. I did get this goal because I connected this town to 2 different stations. So this goal is gone. Let's give a quick little rough shuffle here. Got to work towards one of those forts, though. I think I may have to use a town up here to surround this one and draw an extra rail on there and put a switch on that. Would not be a bad idea, actually, at this point. quadruple split here. And shuffle it a couple more times. There's not very many cards, so it's... And they don't feel quite as thick as regular playing cards, poker cards, so I don't want to bend them too much. All right, so let's flip over another goal here. Cattle ranches, 5. I've already got 5, so that goal is already met. Okay, burn a jack. I've got an ace and a king to play with. So where do I want to go with this? Let's see. Let's go with... Let's see, can I get to a town easy over here? Not really. So let's go with the ace. I'm going to go with the ace. I am going to... I'm going to go this way. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to work my way around there. Now, I can use these just to build rails, but I kind of want to wait on that. I want to be able to use the special ability if I want. Oh, I got to remember that I can change the suit. A king and an ace. Oh, well, I'm going to take the ace. Gives me a pair right away. And so at this point, I am going to use a town. I'm going to draw a split here. So here's my split that I can use to as an extra turn or a switch. So I got 3 rails still. Okay. So let's do one, 2, and let's try and get up to this town as well. So 3. I got this gold nugget. So I got that gold nugget. Got to get myself a bank so I can start banking some of those. I got this fort, so I got my fort. So that goal is now fulfilled, which is good. Question is, I think I want to use this. I can use more than one of these on a turn, which is great. I want to actually build a bridge here to come across. So now I can get down to this town, and maybe I can connect the spade over this town. I'm going to need another town. If I can connect to the town, I can go across the river again. All right. So I've got a couple of kings that I've burned. So hopefully jack, ace. Both aces. That's okay. I will take an ace. I will definitely take an ace right now. Let's take, what do I want to get? What do I want to get here? Let's take the green ace. I don't have a town to come across here. Oh, I just realized when I did this, this cattle farm is blocked off from all cattle farms. So I got another cattle farm. Nice. So I'm going to take the green ace because I'm going to come down here for 1, and that blocks off this, separates this cattle farm from all other cattle farms because of the edge of the map and the mountain. So another cattle farm. The cattle farms really are a huge point in getting your score up. And then I don't have a town. We're going to go. Let's see. I really need to get a bank here soon. Or those gold nuggets. So we're going to go 2, 3 and go down that way. Okay. That was turn number 3. Turn number 4, burn a queen, jack, and a queen. They're both green, so that doesn't matter. Let's take the jack and hope a jack comes up. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, would really like to get a rail yard here. I need to get a rail yard. I think I'm going to end up with some good networks here, hopefully. Need to get some more towns. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. I got this saloon. So round 4, I now have my multiplier already. Okay, burn a 10. Oh, 10 and a queen. Okay, well, I'll have 3 of a kind, so that'll be a decent score. I was hoping for that full house. I've never had anything more than a 3 of a kind. Okay, so red or... Well, let's take the diamond. Let's take the diamond because I can get down to this town. 1, 2. So it gives me that. And then we can work up towards this town as well. 3. Okay. All right, check my score. I got 3 of a kind. That's 3 points times 2 is 6. I have 5 cattle ranches separated. And I have my fort. So going into the last round, I only have 1 gold card left. Let's see what that gold card's going to be. 2 banks. Oh, boy. Okay. Okay. The one thing I've been saying all game is I need to get my banks. And it is the last gold card that comes up. And banks need 3. Okay. Well, we can do it. Where am I close to banks? That bank and that bank. This one is too far away. And there isn't one up there accessible on the top part of the map. Okay. Got to hope for some greens and reds. And I got to remember, I have a town. I can split. I can also change the suit. So changing the suit early to get a bank might be pretty beneficial to me. All right. So let's see. We're burning. Oh, burning a green jack. Just what I didn't need. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay. Let's go with the king. We're going to go over here. 1, 2, 3. I don't want to use that yet. It may be risky, especially with 2 hearts right there. Oh, boy. I almost have to. With 2 hearts coming up right away, I almost feel like I have to take my extra. God, I really don't want to use that, though, because I would love to build a switch. Nope, we're going to risk it. King of clubs. Oh, shoot. 10 and a king. Okay, well, I don't want that, so we're going to take the 10. Good thing I didn't risk it. Okay, so we're going to take the 10. There's 1 bank. Okay, I've got... Oops, I guess that one's not circled. So I only got 5 gold nuggets, really? 1, 2, 3. Huh. Okay. Because I know each gold nugget is worth more in the next bank, I'm actually gonna only do 2 here for 4 points. Oops, and I used the 10. So I did. Oh, that was 1. 1. Let's try to get down to this town if I can. 2, 3. Okay, burn a 10 of diamonds. Okay. Okay. Well, king and a queen. Well, I do want to get up here. So let's take this king. I do want to get up here and get this town. Gives me a little more ability to do some stuff, and it gives me that other gold nugget, which I did not circle before. Burn a 10 of clubs. Oh, queen of clubs and a queen of hearts. Okay, the heart I'm good with now. So the club. So we're going to do this. We're going to connect to this town. So I get another town. Okay, this is going to be a good move. So I'm going to queen of clubs. I'm then going to use a town to build a switch. I get 2 more regular roads. 1, 2. I'm going to use another town to build another switch. here. So I use 2 switches. I use 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 2 switches. Okay, because I'm hoping I can get to this town as well. I got 1 card left. I have a town I can use. Burn the ace. Got an ace and a queen of clubs. Okay, well, that did not work out how I wanted to, but I'm going to use this town to use this queen as a club. So I'm going to use this as a club. I'm going to write it in here. So I'm going to use this as a club because I can change this. So I'm going to use this town. So I get 1 there. So I got my bank. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 12 points. Plus, I've got 2 more turns. 1, 2. Oh, wait, no, that gives me an extra. That gives me an extra. So 1, 2, 3. Got this town. Oh, can I extend anywhere? Can I do anything to off of this club? I can only do with the green. Can't really do anything. Oops, I got that. So I can't really do anything with this extra town. So I'm going to call it good. All right. So check my score. I did get 2 banks. Thankfully, remembering to change the suit. Let's reset this real quick. And let's zoom this in and look at the scoring. All right. That's about as close as I think I'm going to get. All right. So gold nuggets, whether they're crossed off or not, get 1 point each. So 7 points here. I got 16 points down here. Circled 1 ranch, so I get 4 points there. One fort. My cattle ranches, I got up to 18. That's nice. Oh, I forgot about the rail yard. Oh, that's gonna kill my score. That's gonna kill my score. I forgot about the rail yard. I was so worried about those banks. I totally forgot about the rail yard. I should not have gone down here. I could have went up and got this rail yard. Oh man. And I wouldn't have even need to use the switch here. I could have gone up here, gotten this rail yard. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. So so I score points for equal to the highest number of towns on a single rail line or network. This is going to be low because I didn't get down here either. Oh man, 2? No, up here 3, but 3 points. That's it. Oh, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt big time. I totally forgot about that. And I only got 1 connected, and this didn't get connected to anything else. Ooh, that one's gonna be low. See, I was bragging about connecting 7 towns in my last game, and now I only got 3, and I forgot the rail yard. Okay, so 7 towns. Oh, I did not do my total down here. I got 2 pairs times 2, so this is 4. So this is 16. So let's see here. 20. Good thing is my target score is only 60. So 20, 10 is 30, 40, 55, 65, 71. All right. Woo! All right. So there was Pioneer Rails. Let me bring myself back up here. So hope that gave you a good idea of how to play through Pioneer Rails, the solo mode. There are 2 different maps. Oh, let me bring that back up real quick. Let me bring that view back up real quick. Not that one, that one. So it is a 2-sided map. So you have this horizontal river. You have this vertical river. Things are much different on here. There is also, in the Kickstarter version, there is a Joker module and a... what's the other module called? And let's see. You've got Jokers, and you have a Joker mini expansion, so the Jokers can count as anything. You have company owners mini expansion. I've not dove into any of these. These give you some extra goals that you're going to that you can do. Then there's also a second pad of paper, which is a forest, and the forest has its own scoring cards, and the forest is much different. Let me grab that out real quick and give a look at those components really quick. I just learned this game the other day and absolutely love it. But here's the forest. So you can see there's some new things in the forest. Let's see if I can find that. So you have saloons still, you have bandits now, which you are you have to draw along two edges of a bandit in the same turn to capture it. So it's not like, oh, I can draw one, then no. You have to do it in the same turn. Then you capture the bandits. You have jails. So let me see. Choose any jail to circle. Then those jail cells are now available to use for capturing bandits. The end of the game, score points shown in each circle of the bandit cell. So, these are the jails. So you have to get jails here so you can capture bandits. And the bandits, the more jails, the more bandits you can capture. So you want to get jails early so that you can capture more bandits. Other than that, it looks pretty similar. Little something different down here, it looks like. So overall, and this is also two-sided. You can see this is a two-sided map as well. The rivers are quite different in that one. So those all came with the Kickstarter version. I'm really excited to dive more into this one. So I pack this up again and bring myself back up to full screen. Final thoughts on this. I really love rolling rights and flipping rights. They're really quick to get to the table. This is a really quick play. Been about 40 minutes with all the explanation and everything. It doesn't really take that long without talking through it for a video. I would say this is a good 25, 30 minutes tops because it's 5 turns. It's 4 rounds, 5 turns each. A lot of fun. This one is very quickly moving up my list of flipping rights and overall X-in rights. So really good game. I love the variability that you get. The fact that you can add more gold cards. I have not gone past the easy level. Started with beginner just to try it. Have not gone past the easy level yet. But I've been getting the gold cards. So I probably will set that second extra face-up gold card next time I play. I'm excited to try the Jokers and the company owners and the forest map. So a lot of different things still for me to explore. Overall, this one's really good. If you're a casual gamer, likes more of that mid-complexity and lower type of game, and you like your rolling rights, flipping rights, I highly recommend Pioneer Rails. Once again, this is where there's a will, there's a play. My name's Ian. This has been Ian Plays Pioneer Rails. If you like this channel, please subscribe. If you like this content and want to see more, please hit that like button. And if you have any comments or questions on Pioneer Rails, please leave me a comment below. I'll leave a link to subscribe to my channel. Also, my other playthrough that I did and my full channel or my full playlist of playthroughs. Thanks for joining me. Once again, this is Ian signing off. See you at the table.